the meeting to order at 6:02. The meeting of the Granby Board of Assessors for November 21st, 2022. The first order of business is to approve the minutes of October 17th. Did you print this up?
Yeah.
She printed it, I made it.
Right.
Let's get that clear.
Are we okay?
Yes.
I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the October 17th, 2022 meeting.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of October 17th.
I second.
All those in favor? Aye. Next on the agenda is approving the minutes of the November 7th, 2022 meeting.
Yeah, so we're gonna change that on the agenda, right? The agenda says 21st.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of Monday, November 2nd, 2022.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of November 7th.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Approved unanimously. Signatures.
Solar. Commitment. You did the warrant last time.
For the same parcel?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. This is pretty exciting stuff, Maya. Do I have a
Fall
copy
asleep,
of
we'll
this?
wake you up when we're done.
Want a copy?
I will want a
Okay.
copy. Signing the LA4 form?
For South Hadley, right?
Yes. Signing the form for South Hadley Fire District 2 for a total of $34,882,610. Ah! You just let that flow right by, didn't you?
I'm just gonna see the number of text.
Oh, okay, yep.
Oh, I should have took the clip off, sorry.
Oh my God, it's so
It's gonna get stuck in the clip now.
I'll do that one, the letter. There's a letter behind there.
Oh, I'm writing the note
Okay.
on my notes.
motor vehicle and trailer excise abatements.
We have a lot to do tonight, I'm glad you're on time.
It was no small feat. I knew Mayo was waiting on me,
How
so
many of those?
I guess we'll have to count.
Okay, I'll leave that up to you.
The pressure always falls to the chair.
Good.
My kitchen,
Good.
I have to count.
That's that.
And some people wonder what it takes to be the chair. This form only has room for 2 signatures, but I don't want the crew to feel left out.
Oh, you're so nice. Leasing company.
Look at the size of that packet. That's crazy.
Because the resident came in and wanted the abatement, and I said, we can't do it because it was a leased vehicle, we have to do it through the leased company.
They probably already did before that, right?
And then they paid it again. So. That's why it's complicated.
Cheap.
Done. Did you get a count?
Yeah, I'll give it to you in a minute. You doing the minutes?
Well, before I move on,
I question that
I'm
address.
always trying to make things easier for everyone else but me.
Oh, no, that's the right address, I was going from the wrong end. It's okay.
He's practicing to be chair. Just for the record, he's practicing to be chair. 10?
I'll need to practice.
11.
Ooh,
That was close. I was only off by 10%.
not enough. There you are. Thank you.
Next is correspondence. Vision 8 is installed and we have value differences. And Michelle will go on to explain.
Most of them are condo units. I don't know why they're different. I think it has something to do with, you have to have the main condo unit and then the subsequent little units. So I think it has to do with that. I don't know the full details, but Roy is gonna help figure that out when he comes back.
Do we have a copy of that for all of us or no?
Yep.
Are they high or low or all over the place?
They're all over the place. They're not very high. They're not very high, but there's some also individual ones. But he's got all of them.
You care sharing that
And
with us?
besides the condos, other things came in pretty good?
Yeah.
Both residential and commercial?
Yep. Those are the only ones that.
Mr. Leonard,
Yes.
do you care sharing our copies with us?
Oh, there's 3 copies here?
Yes.
Unless you want to read it
Good.
to us.
No. It says in, you wanna read, just below, good afternoon, Michelle, on the first page. Apparently there is a specific cause listed in column A, with a difference in value highlighted. So how many parcels are we talking about, roughly? Michelle?
I don't know. I didn't count.
Right, which is,
Well, all of Granby Heights, all of,
okay,
we had a couple lots too, building lots.
But some are just the sketch.
like the first parcel that's listed is Aldrich Street.
Right. Which is
It's actually not all the condos either up there. It's a lot of them, most of them, but it's not all of them.
it's only Granby Heights,
Yeah, it's not the condos over here.
yeah, or the other ones down the street from Granby Heights.
Right.
And page 2 is lots and single-family homes.
Looks like the lower section.
Yeah. But those are mostly smaller.
Okay,
Well, not Harris Street, that's a pretty large.
No, there's two.
It's a pretty
two of
large
them.
house.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 of them are because it's called an angle sketch. 8 of them angle sketch.
okay, so that's probably not too bad.
I expected worse, actually.
Right, but if we can identify them as primarily being condos, I would hope.
Is there
that
76 units at Granby Heights?
You're right, it is all 70, yes, they're all there. And they're all off somewhere in the same vicinity between, $6,500 ballpark. And these other things down at the bottom, they're all less than $1,000 except for one of them. They're all less than $500 actually.
So Roy's gonna help when he gets back.
Is he in Florida?
Yeah.
And then you have two of them for like 240 and 320. Or is that negative?
You guys good?
You
Yeah.
did make the egg farmers down here. So.
The goal is to get
To get him exact.
the condos back where they were.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which were low anyway.
Yes. Those condos up there are kind of strange. They don't appreciate in value as much as I would think they would.
They're very weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think that they'd be a little more consistent in appreciation, in value. I mean,
And
it's a nice,
out of
great
the-
location.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
I mean, they have amenities,
I mean-
which other ones don't in town.
And they've got a brand new septic system
Yeah.
that they no longer, well, that they're in the process of paying for, but, that would be the only major expense that I can think of that they'd be dealing with. So Roy's gonna deal with that. What was the word from Vision on that?
They must run into this issue when we have such an old software system transfer, right?
Well, yeah, I know East Hampton also, they had a lot more.
So is there a way to just simply override it?
I don't know what's wrong, so I'm gonna wait because Roy's been already dealing with it, so
Okay.
he's probably familiar with this
Okay.
So when did Vision, East Hampton switch over?
recently,
Okay.
within the last
I
month.
would think that there would have to be an override feature.
I'm sure there's.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
just something that in our
Manual
system
edit.
Right,
is not right. And then once we plug in that, whatever it needs to go in there, it'll fix them all.
okay.
I think that's a good idea to have Roy deal with it. Wait for him to come back.
Yeah.
Do you know when he's gonna come back? And that question refers to our process of starting the recap process.
I do not know the date he's gonna be back.
Alright. Cause I'll have to have that conversation. We're obviously waiting for the town accountant to fill in his numbers. And we cannot,
Our numbers already set for classification.
Our state numbers have been approved.
Yeah.
but in order to run this system with a tax rate.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying, oh, yes, okay.
I'd have to have that kind of conversation with Chris Martin, which I will. CIA mapping online,
Yeah, I didn't follow up on that yet, cause it's been a little busy, so.
Yeah. And that was, the mapping, did they list out what the annual fee was?
That's what she
I-
was looking into.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what,
I didn't,
I just wanted to keep current, because
Yeah.
sometimes I can forget stuff.
well, that's
I
why I
know
put
that's
it on
right,
here,
believe.
because it was on last time, and I just wanted
Right.
to just be like, no update. So, yeah, I got,
And for the sake of the viewing audience, we're looking to find out the true cost of a online property card service. And then I'm going to go and ask at town meeting whether or not the voters want to approve that. Which is the only way I wanna handle it.
Property card and online mapping.
Yeah. And as Michelle said, our values have been certified
yes,
by the state.
Alright.
And we have something for monthly sales for which month?
Last month, there's 4 copies or 3 copies.
Greg doesn't like.
Do I have to share again?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
you're special, you can have 2, we'll take the other 2.
So, well, there's only 3 maybe. Who is the Warren Group?
They,
Miss-
they do this every month.
Okay,
This is a company that wants to, I believe, earn
Expand their
business
bus- right.
And wants to,
so do we have faith that this report
not all
is
sales
accurate?
are on here.
Okay,
No.
that was what I was leading to.
I think they give this to us because they want us to buy into their system or whatever it may.
Whatever system they may be.
There's nothing going down.
Nope.
Well, I'm sure Dakota would let us know if there was any piece of property anywhere that went down.
It was locked on Ferry Hill, one's under agreement.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
The ones they challenged us on with the abatement.
That one that has the sign, the painted sign up at the street?
On Ferry Hill?
Yeah.
They cleared the 2 lots before you go down the hill?
It's good, as you go up, it's on the left?
Not Ferry Hill, Cold Hill, sorry. Cold Hill.
Oh, okay.
Right,
I'm
I
on-
think,
You said Ferry Hill.
Yeah, I know, I'm like, painted signs right here, it's, yeah. No, that's still for sale.
All right.
and apparently Becky Jerzyk is gonna be building a house there.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the lot that had the septic system installed.
I think those are tough lots, and they're gonna have a tough time having any,
It's not
any
those,
sun.
they're further down they're behind Kathy,
Okay, good. Kathy who?
not you or Kathy.
No,
What's that, Cold Hill Drive?
yeah, okay. See, you know all this crap. It's just amazing how much stuff you pick up. And I'm more than a little grateful for that.
You can have this report.
No, I've got one. Ah, you can keep that and take that
You're
home.
special, you can have 2.
You can give him a lot of credit, but he works with it every day.
Yeah. But
But he
he's,
still knows his stuff.
yeah. I mean, that's not a small thing
We don't sign that.
by any stretch of the imagination. What's the date today?
21st.
22?
21st.
21st, okay.
What is that?
Bills payable. Bill Porter,
Okay.
$465.
That's it? You're cheap. You're a cheap date.
That's very important.
Your timesheet?
No.
That's,
This is a
that's more
classification.
important than my, well, I don't.
We can't fill this out.
Until we give them,
Okay. More importantly, you're gonna have a follow-up, right?
You have to. It needs to get down there.
Oh, I remember. You don't know what this is all about.
Well, no, yes and no. But all the figures that accompany that will come behind that, but we gotta get on their schedule.
They're not
We
gonna do that
cannot
until they
request
get-
them,
Until they get our packet.
No,
Until-
it's just a request for the hearing date.
Do you wanna call Mr. Martin and ask
I
him?
will call Mr. Martin,
I wish you all the best.
okay,
because we need to
Good
get that
sense.
date out there,
right,
and then I can follow up with all the figures.
okay, you heard it.
I think we should just let him sign it.
Oh, no, I'm gonna,
If it needs to be official, it's gonna be official.
right,
Most towns don't do it this way, they just call up and say, hey, I need to get on the select board's meeting notice. That's all they do.
right. Do you know why we have to do it this way?
Because we have two different buildings, and we
Because,
can't go knock on their door and say, can we be added to the schedule?
right, because our town accountant would prefer that we have all our paperwork done before we request a meeting, so that he's not wasting the select board's time.
We'll be done.
Okay.
Right?
You just said it, we would.
Because you guys are gonna help.
See, that's different.
It's not.
If you're getting pressure from the tax collector,
No, it's the end of the month.
I know
Or
what the, I
just-
know what the date is.
Yeah,
Cause
you
I run
gotta
into.
get on their schedule.
Right, I've only run into this, and they typically will hold a special hearing, a special meeting, for the sake of, the text classification. Routinely, they hold a special meeting. The
Okay,
way we've done it in the past is we get all of our forms filled out, and then send them down there to approve. They won't schedule a meeting until they have the entire packet filled out.
Let's do it this way, don't worry about it.
I'm trying to educate her,
I understand.
which is my job. They will not approve the meeting until they have an entire packet all filled out.
okay, so who's gonna come in and do it?
See, that's why you don't want to do anything with that at all.
We need to get it done.
Correct.
They're just gonna come back tonight.
Well, at least I can say, tried.
That's not trying, according to the powers that be in the other building. The town clerk has to sign off on it, and the town accountant has to sign off, the treasurer has to sign off on it.
Yeah, once the figures are all done.
Their figures are not done until they sign off on it. We can't incorporate anything in the packet until they sign off on their stuff. Meaning
Which
the
is gonna be a couple weeks.
Meaning the computer program will not advance unless their stuff is signed and submitted.
Right,
It's a process.
yeah. But isn't there scheduled meetings like every 2 weeks like ours?
They routinely have a special meeting
With us.
for this,
For us.
with us, for the sake of setting the tax classification.
If it happens to be the same day, then it's a regular meeting, but if not, then
Quite often it's not.
Okay.
Other business, Bill, we can sign that, request,
18 Green Meadow Lane?
timesheet, done. 18 Green Meadow Lane.
Okay, so just an FYI, they sent a request, they asked why their house was more expensive on the street than all the other houses, but their house was gutted and rebuilt, so I sent her,
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
so I sent her an
It's the
email
one
if you
that
wanna
was
see it.
recently flipped?
Yeah.
So, I sent her an email and she seems to be okay with that, but just in case they call the other office and say anything, I just wanted you guys to know that they reached out.
But you're right, they gutted it
Can you flip that up?
and
Thank you. So the other house, a couple houses down, isn't the same value? That was also flipped and,
So there was another house that's very similar, she's like, my house and one other
what did that sell
are,
for?
it's like 3 something.
Oh, the other one down the street was 350, what is this one? Turn to the left.
The other left.
over. Move your hand. Okay, hold it there a little longer.
You're done. Oh, Phil's looking at it.
It's on the other side.
You can have this. I like the answer to their question.
Okay.
You take that, I wanna read it.
Because it helps them the most.
This is maybe the right
If
house.
they want an abatement in January,
It's just
we're
12.
more than happy to come out. Even if they don't want an abatement,
What house you
if they want us to
talking
come out. we
Three
can come out.
53.
I mean, 18
I don't
is-
want
is 18.
people thinking that we're just nameless faces doing this stuff. I'm more, it would be, it should not take an abatement application to get one of us out there.
So they're arguing the fact that 18 is the most valuable house in the street,
Right.
which is
Basically.
incorrect. Because one is about $1,000 more down the street.
Right, they
Well, they
did,
said theirs and one other
right,
for the whole street.
because the
Which
the
were
rest of the
the
street
two
really,
houses that were
really
flipped.
hasn't been upgraded.
Right.
Because if it
Which
had been.
blows me out of the water that they even
Yeah.
got these from, I mean,
Yeah,
I think your response to her is excellent, I really do.
so do I. $245 Carver Street.
This one's for Bill.
Oh, good.
ta-da, you've got mail.
You've got mail.
It's just the one that you had talked about when you came into the office and we changed it.
Oh, what are we doing here?
If you flip it over, you'll
Are
remember
you done with
it.
this stuff here?
I know I'm not done, but
So, do finish that and we'll do this after.
And then that's it.
Did we make any progress with, that's a fun little house. Looks like your shed.
My shed doesn't look that good. How many families are living here?
You talking about your shed is worth 360,000?
I mean, I don't know whether the software did this or you did it, Michelle, but it's effective year built is 2006, that's excellent because of that's exactly why the price is up. Because of effective year built, the remodel they did.
I didn't change it.
Okay, they did it,
Is that
the
Visano?
software did it automatically. 2006.
You might want to double check that. It'd
This
be nice
this
if
was
the
done in
software
2020.
did it all by itself.
Say it again?
This was remodeled in
No, I'm not.
2020.
I understand that,
The new
but it was
software
built in
would do that.
49, so you
It'd
don't
be
bring
nice
it up
if
to
we
2020.
knew that.
So they
I
just-
The
talked to
software
him
brings
today.
it somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the computer
Up
updates
the
it
line.
based
Yeah.
on
And it has
the
to do with the depreciation.
and
See, it's only
it saw
12%
that
depreciated now.
it was upgraded.
Which makes
it was
sense.
changed.
Okay,
So the system.
so it was an
accepted
automatic,
that.
so what is in fact an automated?
What's the square footage on this?
If we could rely on
But
that
that's why.
blindly, I'd be really happy. But I doubt technology all the time.
I mean, we kept it as average, and it is average, it's not plus 10.
Right.
Okay, I think okay, I'm done now.
Whatever happened to 107R?
96R?
107R Carnival?
Nothing.
Oh, they're just babbling. Have you driven by that place?
No.
There was a rumor that there was a chicken fence
Oh.
around the property.
That's what the neighbor was saying,
Yeah, it's not chicken fence, it's 8-foot high chain link fence.
yeah. The chickens aren't getting out of that.
It's pretty priceless.
It's better than having the chickens in
Well,
your
I
house.
don't know, Mr. Planning Board guy, is it okay if I want to put an 8-foot high chain link fence around the edge of my property?
I do not remember.
'Cause that's pretty
Why
That's
can't
pretty
you?
tall.
That's pretty tall.
So what's the difference between chain link and white vinyl?
One you can see through, one you can't.
And that depicts on what you can put up.
I don't remember, it's been a few years.
Yeah.
But
I
the
mean,
What if I
there
had
is a-
chain link and I put those plastic pieces in them? It'd be
There is a
okay?
difference.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Privacy?
Yeah. I do.
Why would you go to that extent?
Right,
Piss your neighbor off.
right,
There's actually something in there that's called a nuisance fence.
right.
I read And I was
In our
like,
bylaws?
interesting, I don't know if it's in our bylaws, but it's actually in the,
Does it add value?
it's in the mass general laws.
Right. Any other business?
We,
Yeah,
we're
here's
still on
Carver
this
Street here.
245, what's,
So that one is the one that you, looked at the property and you spoke to the woman
Right.
and we downgraded
Yes,
the
yes.
second house.
yes,
So I did everything, so I didn't know if you wanted to initial it and
Oh, I'd be
write
happy
that
to.
you went out, so I
Okay.
can update the system.
I'd be happy to.
So you spoke with a homeowner.
I was on site and spoke with the homeowner.
What are the chances that the homeowner's happy after all is said and done?
And,
Probably very.
See,
It's
I
supposed to
was
be
the
pretty far
chair
up
when the
Carver Street.
homeowner was made happy.
It's quite a ways
Before
up, and then you
Belcher
can't
Street.
see it from the street.
Maya,
It's a
did you
long
catch that?
driveway up,
I'm the chair when the homeowner is
and you
happy.
go all the way up and then kind of go to the left and the house is there.
You're talking to the camera again?
Yeah, I'm selling,
Oh.
because I might have to run for reelection. So
I might have to someday.
I don't know if you've ever been up there, but there's actually two, this is the house on the property.
Yeah,
The driveway is
bizarre.
here and then comes over this way. And then just beyond that is this barn, which, when I was there 10 years ago, was actually being lived in, and is not being lived in now. In fact, it's in horrible condition. It's falling
Falling down.
apart.
that's what tenants will do.
Do you want me to date it today or when I was there?
If you can remember when you were there, if you can, I'll just
I-
put it as this month, cause it
I
was
might
this
have
month.
I know I have the card at home. I will give it, you keep this out and I'll tell you.
Okay,
But yes, thank you. That looks very good.
Any other business?
Yes, when are we gonna do building permits? Not this week.
When's everybody available? I work till 3 o'clock every day.
Okay. So you can be here at 3:15?
Right. How many have you got done already?
I've only done the new homes. And I must admit, I don't know how many that are there.
there's a bunch in there. There's a lot.
Okay.
To me, I think there's a lot.
Yeah.
To you, there might not be.
Are you available during the day at all? Any days? Just tell me some
He
days.
doesn't do anything, really.
Give him a break, he does.
He's
too.
on his phone all the time.
Not calling you because you don't answer.
You send me minutes on my phone. I can't make heads or tails of minutes on my phone.
Bill's the one that wants those.
Okay.
And I got no response for either of you last night.
What? I was pretty.
Oh, I'm
I didn't-
sorry, you're
I
right.
didn't
You
look at
did
them
send
until
that.
this afternoon.
Oh, on the
I-
clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The-
I thought you were actually looking from a response from Michelle, whether she could print them out.
Yeah, she responded to me.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, that's all that matters.
Oh. So I don't need to
Okay,
send
so
her an
you
email?
guys can work out a schedule.
And we'll leave a third of them for you.
Yeah. Done.
Let's say we're going out and leave them all for him.
Yeah.
We'll go out. We'll go out to lunch.
We'll leave the outskirts for you.
Sure. I don't care.
Bring your bicycle.
I don't care. I mean,
We'll work some. We'll
yeah,
work.
it's important
I mean,
that both of you get shot at one time.
Same day, same place.
All right, any other business?
you and I have been out on hundreds of those together.
Yes. Then I call the meeting to adjourn at 6:35.